Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Borussia Dortmund have clearly decided to play here with a 5-3-2 formation, Jim.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
Roberto Baggio, and he's there to clear it. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Roberto Carlos. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Nedved.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Messi. Either side especially adventurous early on.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Beckenbauer looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Del Piero. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he's got the beat. Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Looking for options for movement. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Always onto this. Oh, well played. And he's there to get it away. Maldini. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And it's Nedved. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Beckenbauer. And here's Nedved. And it's Del Piero. And this is Pele. And he welcomes it in. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ball is over the line. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And here's Nedved. Now, can they get him away?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Turan. Nedved. Roberto Baggio looking to play him in. Messi. Pele. Beckenbauer. Arsenal finding their passes. That's Vieira. Beckenbauer. Messi. Now it's Pele. Nedved.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Michael. For Nesta. And it's Michael.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Some really good ball movement. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Roberto Carlos receives him in a wide position. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Arsenal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. That looks a good ball through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it again. Thuram. Ferdinand. And it's Nedved. Messi. Looking tidy in possession here. Thinks about the shot. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Roberto Baggio, good read, needed to be. Oh, it's a nice tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Thuram, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Pele. He's a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos. Vieira running with the ball. He's coming under serious pressure here. Chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
62,005.
Rummenigge. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Beckenbauer demonstrating his defensive quality there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capital.
Oh, what has happened here? There's no flag. Referee has just said play on. Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's well spotted. Roberto Carlos. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Nedved. Just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Pele. And it's Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Nedved. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Nedved. Pass is just off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
One-nil as we head towards the end. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 4, Baggio. Number 18,
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Number 10, Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field,
It's
number
gone out for a
25,
throw-in.
Johan Cruyff. Number 20, Pele. Number 8,
I think we're just about done here.
Number 22, Didier Drogba.
Now it's Hazard.
Number
Now this could be a
23,
chance!
Bale. Substitution in
Oh,
progress.
fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And the keeper beats it away. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Mateus. Roberto Baggio. Cruyff. And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. And already we're underway here. Over to the other side. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Beckenbauer. Vieira. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Nedved. And it's lofted through here. And this is Pelé. Gullit. Ferdinand. Del Piero.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Now that's a lovely exchange. Lahm receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Pelé tries to pass it through.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Lahm. Now he's got space here, and he's picked it up out wide. Cruyff, out towards the flank. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beckenbauer, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff knocks it into space. Ferdinand.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Pelé. Roberto Carlos. It's out for a goal kick. Nedved. Vieira. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Half an hour played now. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Vieira. No, he's not getting past him there. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nedved.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Messi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just eases him off the ball. That'll be a throw-in. Nedved. Nesta. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Beckenbauer. He came in hard, very hard. Pele. And this is Messi. Nice control. Now this could be a chance. Chouameni. There's Nedved. Now it's Hullet. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
We'd like to inform you now that the latest
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Oh no, this does not look good. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Vieira. And it's Del Piero. And it's Vieira. And he's in on goal! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's the chance to counter. Floated through. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And here's Messi. The referee's awarded a free kick. Great chance here from position A1. Messi! Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. First blood drawn. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
So what can they make of this? Threads one in. Now there's a fine ball. Head out towards the right wing. Borussia Dortmund claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Chouameni. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, super ball. Net. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. And again. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So,
Number
time for
15.
changes on both sides, actually.
Number 20.
That's a decent clearance.
Number 25.
Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way.
Number 18. Nedved. Coming on the field. Number 6. Adriano. Number 13. George Best. Number 4. Fazio. Number 8. Messi. Substitution.
Zola. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Roberto Baggio. Nice interception, well timed.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's the header! Oh, that could cost them.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Zola picks it up out wide. Lahm cannot be beaten that easily. The final 5 minutes. Oh, well measured. He's got away. Aimed beyond the defence.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. Borussia Dortmund really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Arsenal moments now away from seeing this one out. Nicely aimed pass. Stood up well to him there. Lahm takes control of it and he's on the move. Mateus. Zola. Baggio demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And we're done. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Against Arsenal.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Hangs in a cross. Philip Lahm, Jim Beglin, one of the greatest fullbacks ever, perhaps.
Oh, without doubt, Peter. He's definitely in that category when it comes to legendary players. I don't think I've seen someone as adaptable, as dependable, both going forward and having to get back too. Plus, he's got that excellent leadership he's always displayed, and he's won everybody's respect.
Yeah, and once described by one of the world's greatest managers as the most intelligent player I ever coached. Chance here to counter. Nicely weighted ball. And he's making progress on the ball. He's got away. Traumeri. Can he get it through? Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out.
Real chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The breakthrough strike! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and
shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge looking to play him in. Maldini. Beckenbauer. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now, can they get him away? And this is Adriano. Borussia Dortmund trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Nedved. Pinches it off him. Baggio, who's set up one goal so far. Rummenigge. And this is Messi. Beckenbauer. Now it's Pele. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Nedved gets into a good position. Now the cross. And that has been cleared. Pele! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Messi. Takes a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. Backward it goes. And this is Pele and Del Piero! Oh, taken with style. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Del Piero. Messi. Decent chance! Bale. And it's Lam. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. And they're back on the ball again. Vieira. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Roberto Baggio. That's beautifully weighted. Del Piero.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
This match was 62,005.
Chouameni, quarter of an hour into the second half. That looks a good ball through. Roberto Baggio. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. Thinks about Adriano! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Roberto Baggio stood up well to him there. Vieira. Pepe. Nedved. Now it's Pele. Great defending, strong and determined. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Bale. And it's Baggio. He's beaten the last man. Adriano. There's the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 5.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Messi.
Pepe.
Number 14.
Mateus.
Chouameni.
Platini.
Coming on the field.
Mateus.
Number 20. Pele.
Played
Number
out to the
13,
right.
George Best. Number 25.
That should get the job done.
Johan Cruyff.
Keep calm and
Number
carry on.
18,
That's the job in a nutshell now.
Number 9, Vieira. Substitution in progress.
And he's there to make the challenge.
Roberto Baggio really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nedved. And here's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. And the finish! And that would have been game, set and match.
Best has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Threads one in. Oh, important interception. Arsenal must do something here, and... Oh, what a mistake! And he shoots! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Poor robust challenge. Lahm gets good distance on it. That could spell trouble.
Has been indicated.
He welcomes it in. And Pele gets through on his own. Chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. One sweeping move, and that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
That is good alertness.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Beckenbauer cuts it out. He's got away. Showing good feet. Beckenbauer has it in a wide position. Del Piero. That has been knocked clear. And it's Vieira. Oh, that's a fine interception. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And the counter is on.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Oh, what a climb! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cruyff. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Messi. Nedved. And that is expertly dealt with. Knocks it into space. And he plays one through. He is through here. And he's there to retrieve it. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, no joy this time. Borussia Dortmund trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And this is Adriano. Yeah, that's a sharp pass. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. And it's Del Piero. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And he's in on goal. He has found a way through. Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Lahm hurtling down that right flank. They're urging him to shoot. Takes a shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and then... And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So,
a header! And he's there to get it away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he has been fouled there. Thuram. Vieira. That's Thuram. Vieira. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Oh, super find. Can he finish? Yes! And they are cruising away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Kelly! It's in! They're back within reach! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, they could break here. Now it's Hullet. It's a good run down the right. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Beckenbauer. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Oh, that's well spotted. Not the most accurate pass. Bale. And it's Bale. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Nedved. Vieira. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Beckenbauer. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh no, this does not look good. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 15, Gullit.
Thuram.
Number 25,
Here's Vieira.
Johan Cruyff.
And it's
Number
Hazard.
8, Messi.
Aims beyond the defence.
Number 23,
Shot could be on.
Bale.
Shot, surely! It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Nice looking ball. Baggio looking to run onto it.
Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. It's a promising position. And this is... And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection.
And here's Baggio.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it out wide. Great vision. Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Platini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get it through? Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, obviously they'll be disappointed with the loss, but, you know, they'll be back on the training ground working through their problems that will undoubtedly have been highlighted.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. And as you can see, we've already started here. Probing pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Cruyff. Good read, needed to be. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a...
And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a cute ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Thuram. Nedved. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
First quarter of an hour gone. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Well, it's Nedved. He's found the way through. Well, they've got it back. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Looking for options for movement. Vieira. Threads one in. Sola! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chooses to go back. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. No way through. Now it's Pelé. Cruyff. And it's Bale. Bale, good driving run. Oh, that's a key interception. Nesta. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And this is Pelé! Nesta. To Bale. Tchouaméni. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Nesta. Zola. And now the breakaway. Back towards the middle. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. No, that's been intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi, played into space. Pullet gets into a good position. An instinctive delivery. Vieira.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Zola. He might be in here! Ferdinand pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Bale. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Vieira. Nedved. Bale. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
And the action is back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, that is one way to stop him. Searching passes played there. Turan is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. It's Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cruyff. And it's Chouameni. Falam. It's a good run down the right. Picked out brilliantly. Well, there's the clearance. What a throw in. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And a chance! It's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop them in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Solar. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Shoots! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Both sides then
Number
taking this
15,
chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20.
Yeah,
Pele.
can so
Number
cleverly
25,
bypass the press.
Johan Cruyff. Number
And it's Michel
8,
Platini.
Messi.
Ferdinand
Coming on the field,
with the slide
number
tackle there.
22,
He's through here.
Didier Drogba. Number 13.
The referee has given a corner.
Number 4, Hoang Kieu. Number 18, Nedved. Substitution in progress.
Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short. Just about up to 75 minutes. Looking to play him in. That's an excellent interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. Lovely, now then.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Brilliantly cut out. Ferdinand. Chance here to counter. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Can he finish? Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just...
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's a good ball out wide.
There will be 5
Showing
minutes
great
added
feet
time.
there. 5 minutes to add. He's having a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Nicely weighted ball. Arsenal, that's that, the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.